Hello, KMMA, friends, tribe, family, students, team, all you awesome people. I hope you had an awesome Labor Day weekend and welcome back. So, today I wanted to talk to you about prophecy. And I'm not going to spend any time like on biblical prophecy. I mean, that's awesome and important too. And we should at least pay attention to the ones that are totally within our control. Like when God talked about honor your father and your mother so that you may have a long life, I do my best to do that. Um, But the prophecy I want to talk about today is twofold. I want to talk about the prophecy that we speak into others' lives and the prophecy we speak into our own. And it's incredibly important. And ironically, it really just started. I was watching something on TV with my wife yesterday, and there's just it's a fictional show. But so the one kid was gonna kid him. He's in his 30s, and he's going to get married. And the fiance wants him to talk to his mom, and you can tell he's very hesitant about it, but he finally does. And when the fiance asked him how it went, he says it went exactly as expected. You know, she went on to chastise me and tell me, he probably didn't use that word, but she went on to tell me how you know, uh, my the men in my family aren't particularly, because the mother was divorced from the father. Men in my family aren't particularly good at marriage. Am I sure I want to do that? And I thought, how often this kind of thing happens in real life too. We have to be so careful and guard our words, particularly when we're talking to people that we love and care about, because, you know, for example, not for example, for especially, if you're a parent, as I am, we have to be so careful the words that we sow into our kids' lives, because, as many of you probably know, those words follow, for better or for worse, for most of the kids' lives. And hey, it's here at Krav Martial Arts, we're a leadership development academy that also happens to teach the most practical self-defense in the world. But it's what I teach my teachers too. The way that we use our words with our students is so important. The most important thing we do is empower them for lives of confident leadership. Our mission statement says we develop confident, competent black belt leaders. In fact, when we tell them that, it's the beginning of a very special prophecy that we're speaking into their life. It's always important that we remember that we always are speaking that positive and productive truth into their lives. I always tell my instructors, every time you have an interaction with a student, you have to think, am I pushing them one step closer to becoming that confident, competent black belt leader, or one step closer to the door? Because if it's the latter, we're not helping them in their lives. And of course, this is true for anyone that is listening to this in any area of accountability, of authority. Because if you have authority over somebody else's life, and by the way, I'm just talking about the authority that comes from the fact that the other person respects your opinion and what you have to say, then guard those words, because whatever you say to that young person, you are sowing prophecy. And I could go on and on and on in that part. Every time I pop the white belt on a student at Krav Maga Martial Arts, it makes a loud sound. I say prophecy. It's the prophecy of who they will be. I say speak into the person, not as they are, but as they could, should, would, and will be. And this is what we're to do. And then, of course, the second part of the message is we have to do the same thing for ourselves. You have to speak positive prophecy into your subconscious mind. Especially, by the way, if during your formative years the sowing wasn't always positive, you have to quiet those voices. Don't let voices of the past limit who you are and where you're going today. Speak positive prophecy into your own life about not how you are, but how you could, would, should, and will be. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'll do for you. And I hope that's what you're going to do for yourself and others too. Prepare to live, empower to lead. Make it a positive, productive, magical day. Through your thoughts, through your actions, through your choices, through your habits, starting today and every day. Create the prophecy you want to live.